Alright, so we've got the stand, or the brake assembly stand and the button box fabbed in. And it's late, that's the problem. We gotta cut out our hole for our switch box here. That's prefabbed. Now, yeah, whenever you put it together, it's gonna look pretty rough, but this is where you're gonna fill it in and nail it down, and then you gotta sand everything down. So that's the fun part on that part. So we're gonna make that look nice, pretty, and smooth. Pull out our tools. And start cutting. So it's raining outside and the weather's not very pretty. Hopefully we don't lose power. We'll find out. Gotta plug in our plug. And keep building. So I'd like to finish tonight is at least all the holes and the there you go, plugs. Why ain't there be a booger? Don't be a Monday on a Friday. Okay. So we'll get that cut there. Let you take your time on the cut. Take your time on the cut. Box is in there. And we're gonna get it lined up nice and straight where we want it. Pretty much right there. I'd say if that's center, yes. We can actually drop it down just a hair if we wanted to. We're gonna make it look nice and pretty, I say. We get our popped in here. That's nice and straight there. Okay, that's good there. That's in there. Yeah, it looks like shit a little bit. I can see I got that edge right there, but we're gonna fill that in. Get all these gaps right here filled in. And then we're gonna sand them all down. All these gaps here, we're gonna fill all these in. Fill all that in. Fill it in. So that part, what we're going to do is we're gonna pop a screw in the back. That way it holds it. Which most of the screws that you're going to be using on this, you're going to be dealing with thin wood. So you're going to want it at least to grab one on top, at least in the middle, because this is your horn, so you don't want this thing to fall off while you're blowing your horn. That's what she said. So, as you can see, that's closed in there. We'll pop our screw through there. That way, it will be secure. At least, that way it's secure. At least center right there. Yes. That way it is at least secure. It doesn't have to come apart. Alright. We'll get another set, put it in the back there. Okay. So that's pretty much set there. Our next measurement we can get is going to be for our top piece right here that covers that opening. That way it's not bare. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, because that's got to come off next. For your nail gun, you're going to be using Porter cable. Porter cable 23 gauge headless pin nails. That's what you're going to be using. Okay, 23 gauge headless pin nails. This is what you're using for your nail gun. Yeah, it's a $250 nail gun from Milwaukee. Most of my tools are Milwaukee, as you can see, except the drill and the miter saw. So that's what you're using to secure your little woods. That way you screw them in nice and pretty. So that's there. I'd like to pop 2 more, but we should be okay with that. Now what we do is we are going to start drilling our holes for our where's that at? Start drilling our holes here. Might have it over here. That's the case. Being said, yes. That one. Electrical, you got a file. That chisel. More screws. Electrical. It's not there. It's the next one, I think. Alright. Okay, it's gonna be in here. Foam. That's good. Didn't know I had foam. Plumbing. Now if you need some shims, cut yourself some shims. Okay, shims are always good. It'll give you support wherever you need it. Where did that go? I've got that somewhere over here. I know I do. That's next thing you do. You're gonna get wood filler. Okay, wood grain filler. You might need a couple of these, depending on how bad you got it. Seal up your gaps. Microphone. Okay, train stuff. Tape measure. Come on, where the fuck did it go? Ah, yes, we got 2 cans of wood filler. So you got 2 cans of wood filler here. Alright, because we're going to be filling shit in tonight. Because you got to let it sit for at least 2 days, 3 days for it to cure. And, once that does that, there we go. So for your holes and all your push buttons, you are going to be using a 30 millimeter. It's a 30 millimeter bit, just like this. You can get them off Amazon. So yeah, it's a 30 millimeter bit. And what that does is that gives you the size opening for all your push buttons and also your levers for the actual stand itself. These holes here, okay, because they all fit inside that. So we'll get started on drilling those out. So on that guy, you're actually going to need a drill. Yes. Because that is going to take that. Which is in the truck, and it's raining outside, damn it. Okay, so I'm going to have to get that, because I don't have it in here. Do a quick pause. Alright, we're back. Here we go. So, I drill. And now we start drilling our holes. So what you're going to want is a couple of pieces of straight wood underneath it while you're working. Which is going to be on this end here. Yes. Okay.
It's always good to have a clean workspace. Everything's nice, clean, and perfect straight out of the way.
So what we want to do is make sure everything's straight where we want it with our measurements. And off our photo here, our squeech button can actually be a little bit lower right there. I'd say that worked perfectly fine right there. Okay. So he's X'd out. Boom, boom. No more. So mark it, squeech, Q. And then we have our microphones. We've got a total of 1. Which we've actually got to measure that and pop our center on it. So we want them to look nice and pretty at least. So you get your measurements, center measurements. And the total length, which is going to be 3 1/2. Half of that is going to be 1 3/4. One 3/4 center. Get your square, pop it on there, and you mark that bad boy 1 3/4 center. The only bad thing about hardwood is whenever you're marking, you can't fucking see it. Compared to this. There we go. Center there. Now we get our center up on top and down. So that's going to be pretty much 3 2/16. So 1 3/4 and 1/8. 1 3/4 and 1/8. Just a little bit low. So we want that 3 inches. 2, no. Half, no. 2 count hairs past half is perfect. 2 count hairs past half. Let's make it 1 cunt hair past half. So we're gonna mark it at 1 cunt hair past half. Hold that there. Cunt hair past half the center. Right there. Mark our center line there. Which I'm hoping everything's fucking fit. And that looks to be center. And now we're wanting everything nice and lined up, so we want to make sure all our lines and our markings are same distance apart. Starting off the squeech, which is going to be from pretty much the bottom, we're looking at 2.5 inches. Then we can drop it down to 2, perfectly fine. We're looking at 2 3/4. So we're going to remark these bad boys. So our main line is we're going to be coming off of this guy. This guy's our guy. That's your main line that you want to come off of. So for every inch, let's see. Why are they look nice and plumb, nice and straight? Because our bottom distance of the last button is actually down here, and it's a toggle switch, so it can be a little bit lower, perfectly fine. If you really wanted it to be a toggle switch, which my button is the microphone switch. So we're looking at 2 center, perfectly fine there. 2, 4 center there. If we really wanted to. That'll work. 6 center there. So 1 is here. You gotta have even spacing. You gotta have enough play for it to be there. So scratch that. Total developed length we're looking at here is gonna be, round that off to 20. Which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divided by 20 is going to be 6, 12, 18, 3 inches. 6, 12, 18. 6, 12, 18. So 3 inches is perfectly fine, I believe, between each setting. Centered. We could do 3 1/4. And that's the fun thing about wood is you can actually mark it where you'd like to have it and see how it looks. So say 3 1/4 on each one. So 1, 3 1/4 here. All right. Then you've got right there another one, 3 1/4. Next one, 3 1/4. Next one, 3 1/4. How many buttons we got? We got a total of 6, right? 6. Okay. Next one is 3 1/4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 1/4, 6. They line up pretty much where I want them on that part as the base one, which I was like, okay, that looks pretty good there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, 7 total. Oh no, 6, yes. So squeech, EOT. All right, 3 1/4, right? Total 6 buttons here. Squeech, EOT. You got the emergency. You got the squeech button here, which is obsolete for the hell of it. EOT, emergency end of train device. You've got your bell. You've got your alerter. You've got your sander. What else do we have? Pause. I gotta take a look at the picture.